Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday evening, 23rd day of February 2024, and my name is Damian Reszka, and I have the privilege of hosting this another stream about Frisian Draughts, about Fryslân Open tournament that has ended today. So we found the result, and those results will be announced by me. Not only by me, because you could follow it on the web page, for example, tournament base about who is the winner, who has the qualification to the World Championship Frisk, and who has the qualification to Grandmasters and Masters tournament. And right now, the first round of the Grandmasters and Masters tournament is being played. Who is playing there? What are the games played? How they are going? We'll try to analyze it with the support of computer engine, of course, because my skills in Frisian Draughts, despite the fact I'm working on it for last 2 days, are not still good enough to be a good person, good authority to tell you how to play Frisian Draughts, but at least we will try to understand it. All details about tournament are displayed on the bar below me, so there you can find, for example, the YouTube channel of World Frisian Draughts. What are the rules, and this is displayed now. Info about tournament, what is the prize pot, how players could qualify to it, and other informations. And always, if you want more informations, you can visit the website frisiandraughts.com. Now you can see it, a lot of interesting information about this edition, about previous editions, about players, tournaments, history, ratings, everything can be found there. So feel invited to this page and to YouTube channel WFD. So, last 2 days were about analyzing 3 rounds a day. So on Wednesday we analyzed the round from 1st to 3rd, and on Thursday, yesterday, from the 4th to 6th. And today, last 2 rounds of the tournament has been played, and we did have a barrage there, because there was one thing not clarified about who of those 2 players that I will announce later will qualify to the Grandmaster tournament. So that was important to find the top 4 players and the players who took the places between 5th and 8th. So this is what we are doing tonight, a lot of interesting things to follow. Welcome, Frisian Draughts with Hawaii Blue. It's also a qualification for World Championship Classic, ooh, the thing that I didn't know. So as you can see, this comment being displayed on the screen, Frisian Draughts with Hawaii Blue is the great guy from Germany, so warm greetings to you. The guy who is helping us in understanding the rules of Frisian Draughts, and the guy who is helping us in understanding how to play better at Frisian Draughts. And that is definitely my goal after those 2 days. And after I will finish streaming of this tournament, of those games, definitely I will try by myself to play more and more Frisian Draughts, and this is something that I would advise you to do, because this variation of the game is amazing, what you could have seen during the previous streams, the tactical options, the calculation options, how your imagination can improve playing this variant of Draughts is just amazing and brings the best values to all Draughts players. I didn't play, I have few chances to qualify in arena tournaments on lead Draughts still. Okay, so to be a player of, I believe in August, the World Championship in Frisian Draughts are about to be played. There are still chances to get the qualification on lead Draughts, you say. That is interesting, that is interesting. Draw plus win is 1.5, and before that, don't know if this makes sense. But think about barrage system is a bit strange. If you play for win you get 1 point, but if you play so draw plus win 1.5. Okay, so I don't get how this works, but probably we will try to understand it. And if you can help us in understanding that, of course I will be grateful. So the fact that I didn't know, honestly, because today I was preparing the tournament that we are playing in Warsaw tomorrow, the Grand Prix of Poland tournament in 64 square drafts. We expect 130 players there, so a lot of organization, and the tournament starts tomorrow at 10, and I have to wake up at 6, prepare some last things and be on the playing hall from 8:30, so this could be a bit exhausting, but I'll do it. But definitely I'll do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we have here the Grandmaster and Masters tournament, round 1, and this is the tournament with the time control of 90 minutes plus 30 seconds, so those games are longer and you have more time to think than the previous ones. And the good news for Polish players and Polish fans is that Polish representative Łukasz Kosobucki is still in the game. He took finally 7th place, so he gets some advance from yesterday when he was on 9th position, and he finished in top 8. So now you can see the participants of the tournament. Later I will tell you what were the final results of Fryslân Open 2024. So as you can see, the Grandmaster group, and this tournament is like everyone plays against everyone, so we have round robin system of three rounds. 4 players, 3 rounds of course, so take Koistra, Föke Timensma, Martin Wallinga and Jele Wiersma. So those are guys that we have seen many good games from, and Masters tournaments, so the guys who took between 5th and 8th position. This is Henk Hanstra, Łukasz Kosobucki, Fede Kramer, Hein de Vries. The schedule is here. The first round has started Central European time 7:30 p.m. So this means that that round has started 30 minutes ago. So we are just in the early part of the game, actually. And this is the occasion to follow the best players live, which is really nice. And the first game can be displayed here. Jele Wiersma against Martin Wallinga, Mr. Timensma versus Koistra. This is the position. Fede Kramer, Hein de Vries and Henk Hanstra, Łukasz Kosobucki. So those are the games, those are the positions right now. And we will follow that, of course. Hello, Artur Bielawa from Twitch, because just to remind you, we are live on 2 different platforms, on Twitch, Checkers Online TV, and also on YouTube, checkersTV, my English language project. Together with Glibushakov, we are just creating the place where everyone can find something about each variation of drafts or checkers. So I hope this is the place to broadcast not only Frisian drafts and international drafts, but also 64 square checkers, different variations of them, perhaps one day Turkish as well, American of course, and etc, etc. So feel free and feel invited to join our community. And they are still in opening. Fan Klapeczek Kasi. Hello, what is this tournament? This tournament is the game in Netherlands, is played in Netherlands, and Łukasz Kosobucki, Polish representative, is playing there, and this is the tournament in Frisian Draughts. For you that don't know what are the rules of Frisian Draughts, you can, the main difference is that you can take, capture, jump not only diagonally but also vertically and horizontally. So for example, that would be a mistake for white pieces, because this one would be easy one to attack, to capture somehow. For example, by that option, you just sacrifice one and you take two horizontally. So this is something that probably we won't see from the opponent of Łukasz Kosobucki. This capture will be probably made, and it's already made. And we are waiting for other moves made by Łukasz Kosobucki. Just like Frisian Draughts with Hawaii Blue mentioned, we are still in opening of the game, and that is the good moment to at least start to analyze that. So, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps we'll start with this round that has been started by Henk Hanstra against Łukasz Kosobucki by 32-27. Łukasz responded 17-21. The best computer move is just to play symmetrical 1924. This is really interesting that after that computer suggests to play here, and at first glance those two central pieces are quite easy to take, but you know, you have to be careful about many things. For example, such moves just give piece away, so this is not the possibility. And after it there is this exchange, okay, majority, so unavoidable probably, and computer says this is a good one. Atkinson Machine, hi, hello, nice to see you here on YouTube. If you are new here, just I hope you will find a good place to spend time on, because I try to bring you a lot of drafts and checkers content. Hello Atkinson, nice to see you once again, and we can display your comment on the screen. So, Frisian Draughts with Hawaii. After 17-21 you get a very straightforward game. Okay, so that's interesting, but the amount of time that players are losing is not saying so, perhaps, and that was the first move played in this game, and perhaps Łukasz did prepare something with the computer of how to play, because Łukasz is playing just the moves suggested by Scan. Computer engine here. So I believe that for Łukasz last days were also the days to progress on Frisian Draughts, because he started to play quite solid, and after all he went 2 places up in the standing, so for him it might be just quite a nice and good experience. So all the time Łukasz has been playing till the moment computer moves, and there is this exchange. Okay, so in this case white pieces have made double exchange controlling 27. So this is something that we can see in the openings, but later players just like don't want to control this one. Perhaps it's a bit risky. We'll see. Atkinson, I'm new, nice to see you too. Thank you very much, and enjoy. There is not much to prepare there in this opening. In 31, 26, 20, 25 openings you have to study a lot. Okay, so this is something important what Frisian Draughts with Hawaii Blue says right now, that this opening with this move gives you the game that needs a lot of preparation. So already something that we know in this opening is this opening trap, and I can tell you how to play that here, and after 11-17 this is a mistake probably, because you can play this move, and now this one is losing because of this opening trap, where dark pieces sacrifice 1, then another 3, and you take 2 to the king, and another 1 captured, and 2 in a double jump to 36, and this is winning probably position for dark pieces. So this is something that we know, and I hope everyone will just remember it after the streams that we have. But this is not the opening played in this game. So 43 minutes of that game has been played so far, and I think that we will just wait a bit until we have other continuations. So my plan is looking like that. We will follow the games, live games, to the moment that they are right now, and then we will try to analyze what has happened in Fryslân Open 2024, the last 2-day rounds. So another game of Masters tournaments. So those are the places between 5th and 8th. And this is the game between Fede Kramer and Hein de Vries. And Fede Kramer was the one who was playing the barrages, and he lost to Mr. Take Koistra finally. And we will see this game as well. So there is an opening 32-27, and in this case Hein de Vries responded differently than Łukasz, not 17-21 but 20-25. I don't know what to think about this opening. Perhaps someone will explain me that on the chat. Atkinson Machine. This game is looking to be challenging. Absolutely it is. I think this is the most tactical variant of Draughts, where you can capture diagonally and vertically, and not horizontally, vertically and diagonally. There are so many options, and still you have the majority capture rule, so many interesting things can happen, so many interesting opening traps can happen, and this move, because of those many variants, those many options of capturing, jumping, brings the game closer, faster to an end, and average game probably lasts about 40 minutes, 40 moves, if any player has not made a mistake that cost the earlier losing of the game, of course. This is most popular opening by far, so this is something that Frisian Draughts with Hawaii Blue says about this opening that I have shown you before. And okay, going back to the game between Fede Kramer and Hein de Vries. So this exchange was played because finally you take dead way from 38 to 27, not to place your piece on 22. So this is definitely a theoretical opening, because we've seen that one many times played already, and there is another exchange. Okay, so this is something that for me would not be so comfortable, to make this exchange and to leave the square number 5. Can you explain, Hawaii Blue, why this one is playable and it's normal, and perhaps even, okay, it was not suggested as the strongest move by Scan Engine, but I would not feel so comfortable. Yeah, I know that the gap on the 15 can be covered with this piece from 10, but this is something that I would not consider. Okay, 24 is taken, and there is this attack, and probably it was the best move to play. Another exchange, so I think the theory is still on in this game, and this is the position we got after 15 moves. Yeah. This is the position we got after 15 moves, and we can slowly go to another game. I wouldn't want to play like that either. Okay, so I have some kind of intuition here. Hein de Vries, the player from top 8. So this is the game between Take Koistra and Feke Timensma, and Koistra got to this top 4 of the tournament thanks to the barrages, what I've just told you, and how this game was played. 32-27 and 19-24, so we have the symmetry, and this is the move that I was not expecting before the computer analysis of the game. But what we just mentioned, this is the option, using the majority, because that way you would capture only one piece, so you have to take 2, and then white pieces take 2. To the right side. And normally in international drafts, such formation of those 5 pieces is kinda weak. Okay, once you can go to the center it can work, but here it looks like it's normal because of some perhaps tactical possibilities of it. I don't understand either, don't know everything. Of course it is not possible to know everything about any drafts variant, and even one that you want to be specialized in, but because you can sacrifice your entire life on progressing on it. It's almost impossible, because once, okay, computer can show the options, the variants, but human will never be a computer. And we have to admit that, and it's the beauty of the game, that you can't make it 100% perfect, it's just not possible. Here it is only good because 16 is missing. Okay, so if 16 was still on the board, then it would be bad for white. That works that way. Let's see what happens then. Okay, 16 was put again, 26 taken. Okay, so this is like, this suggested move was replaced with this one played, 47, 31. Okay, so there are no such possibilities of exchange because two pieces are taken. This is something you have to be careful about. And this exchange, multiple exchange probably was taken. No, okay, single one. So finally, players in the opening sometimes like to put those central pieces from center to the edge, to the side, like exchanging here from 18 to 20. Okay, 44, 39, no combinations here. And another exchange, I'm taking this time not to the center, but to the edge. Look what computer says if you go to not 27-21 but 27-22. Okay, so not this move but 27-22. Those two pieces are given away. You take two, but there is advantage of black pieces. So okay, you're 100% right that removing 16 is good in this position and not removing 18. So it's still unlikely the international drafts when you want to control the central part of the board. In this case, you want to remove the edge pieces and you want to leave the central ones of your opponent, and there is advantage of almost one piece for black pieces. Okay. Thank you for this explanation, Have Blue, as always. So this exchange was played, here another one, taken to the edge, here is this exchange. Okay, so white did not get the chance to get under control 27, just waiting. And such moves are something that I would also not feel comfortable to play. Like 50-44, because leaving this square empty gives your opponent some shotting possibilities through this piece 40 to the king, and normally I would be extremely afraid of this, because you know, of some moves like, okay, there is an exchange, something like that, and for example you will play, there is, okay, black to move. And for example, this one is losing immediately because of this simple combination 1-4-2. So that's the reason why I would not free my 50 square on this position. But it looks like it's completely safe at this moment. And actually this exchange was played, this 46-41 was played, 7-11, of course. They are too experienced players to play such moves and lose one on 1-4-2. This move and this one was played. So here we can see, for a moment, slight advantage of black pieces, but now position probably is totally equal. Now black can go to 26, but probably in some other position, and then both sides are locked. Okay, this can become a long-term problem, yeah. I guess so, yeah, because, you know, playing checkers, playing drafts is all about strategy, and strategical game means that you need to plan your moves, your plan in the long term. So it takes many moves until something is clarified on the board, and there is, of course, responsibility. Once you've made such move, for example, removing this base square 50, there is always a chance to get this combination, for example, and you just have to, you must be careful about that. So this is how it works. And 52 minutes of the game played so far and 16 moves made. Like Martin Wallinga, for example, explained to Łukasz Kosobucki once they were watching my first stream, that I was talking that everything is extremely difficult in this game, and I was just making through the games fast because I didn't have enough time to analyze all the games. And of course, each move, despite the fact I am watching it quite fast, each move needs just deep calculations, because there are so many tactical options, so many combination possibilities. and you have to watch for so many threats, so many different capturing options, that it takes a lot of time. And now once players play 90 minutes plus 30 seconds, it is possible for them to check more options than they could in the games during previous days, previous rounds, because there they had 40 minutes plus 20 seconds per move. So now it is increased more than twice. More than twice. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, so this game is followed already, and the first table, Jelle Wiersma and Martin Wallinga. So Martin is probably the greatest promoter of this variant of this game, and we have similar position to this opening trap, and actually this move 33-27 is proposed, and I think that same combinations could be played here with using this sacrifice 45-40 and this. So it looks like standard combination from international checkers when you take 4 and then another capture, and okay, there is some counter possibility, 2 for 2, 1 for 1, okay, but still totally winning for white, 4.5 pieces of advantage. So this is the idea from the opening, that after building some formation like this one and this one, before this or this or this, it looks like this move is playable. This move is just playable using this threat 45-40. So this is something that I've learned during last days. But finally, that was a choice of Martin Wallinga. Okay, just take a look at the game from the very beginning. So that was played. Okay, and after this one probably there are no threats, so 18-22 was not played. This move is played after this one here, 18-22, what we know already. And 47-41 gives a similar exchange to opponent. Okay, that's the reason why the position looks familiar to the previous one. Slight advantage but no combinations, and here despite this move 33-28 was played by Martin. And at this moment of this Grandmaster tournament, what has happened? There is a 0.7 advantage for black pieces, and how it is about to be used. You sacrifice 2 pieces here and you collect 1, 2, 3, forcing your opponent to take, okay, 2, there is majority, because that way you would have 1 piece more. But after taking 2, there you take 1. This is necessary, is it? And as I understand from the Frisian Draughts with Hawaii Blue comments, this double corner, which is called also the short corner, is really difficult to defend, and in this position, when many sacrifices, many simplifications on the right side of white pieces have been made, it could be difficult to save this wing. This is my understanding of this 0.6 advantage. So here another exchange back, covering all the base pieces, and this is just the calm position to play for black pieces, and could be quite inconvenient for white pieces. So this is how I would understand that. This is a very complicated opening, says Frisian Draughts with Hawaii Blue, and definitely it is, for me especially, like everyone, like every other. Okay, we followed the games, just maybe quick look at what is going on Łukasz's side. So Łukasz perhaps made some mistake, because after this exchange he led opponent to make this one and to take under control 21. So sometimes we know that checkers on this line are quite strong. Why? Because it stops you from taking under control other squares. For example, this one just interrupts you in development of the wing. Many times you can go to the edge and somehow prepare some breakthrough on the wing. So this is how I would understand it. Yes, the short corner. So as you can see, Frisian Draughts with Hawaii Blue, I am a patient student of you. I try to memorize everything, to remember it, and just to spread this knowledge all over the world on those streams. So this is how the game was played, and perhaps again quite a weak wing on the short corner of Łukasz, and there already is a one-piece advantage for Henk Hanstra. But probably Łukasz is not feeling like he has so worse position, and perhaps he is feeling still safe on this one, because at first glance it's not bringing any difficult to play, it's still open position, but perhaps the weak wing could be a problem, and many players I can see are trying to use it. Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, let's take a look at the previous games. So this is the round number 8, this is the round number 7 of this day. He can't really attack on his left side. Okay, so going back to this position, those pieces are standing in such formation, untouched formation from the beginning of the game, that Łukasz can't attack this wing. That's the problem why his position is worse right now. And simply on this wing there is Henk Hanstra playing. It's understandable. So Herbert Tuleken has won the game against Leo van Dorp. Let's try to find out how. Okay, so I won't be following entire games, I will try to find the most crucial moments. And once again, we have a situation 4 pieces against 4 pieces, which is easy at first glance to calculate, because how many options do you have? Meanwhile, there are so many resultative games in such endgames, 4 against 4, and this one was losing. This one was just losing because probably this and this is unstoppable, and this piece will just go to the king after this attack of the piece. That's right, this attack is made and he went further. That's right. And this has no chance to make a breakthrough. And all the pieces were captured. Going to 29 is not good. That is something that we know already, so leaving this piece on 34 is absolutely necessary. And the option to play here was this variation, 36 to 8, 27, and just not going further with this piece. And finally he did, okay, but oh, here, and what to play now? Let's turn on the engine. Oh, this attack. And both sides will go to the king that way, because after that you can take even in that direction. And then put this one to the king. Okay. Because 29 could also be trapped. So here you have a lot of interesting tips from Frisian Draughts with Hawaii Blue. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to another game. So this is Jelle Wiersma's game against Korkoistra, and Jelle has won this one, and probably that was something that led him to the victory. Okay, there was this exchange 2 for 2 played. That's a mistake, this exchange, because of immediate combination? No. So perhaps this is the central square now, right? And it's not worth to occupy that way. Series of exchanges, and finally, okay, and finally black pieces sacrificed one. Let me try understand one. There is this threat perhaps of sacrificing one and taking 1, 2, 3, 4. So after such move, for example, this move will be played and you take 1, 2, 3, 4 to a king. And how to defend from it after such one? This is not working at the moment, but still better. But you could just wait. And probably, okay, definitely this move was a mistake, and that was something that I would not decide to play. And it brought some consequences, and we know what the consequences were. So finally this piece was just given away. Line of the pieces on the side, but nothing you can do. 1 for 1, this combination or exchange. 2 for 2, okay. And was done at this moment. On the third board, Petra Duskova played against Łukasz Kosobucki, and Petra showed us already interesting combinations on this tournament, really interesting and nice ones, but I return after daily Frisian Arena. Okay, thank you very much for your tips, Frisian Draughts, and good luck on the tournament. There is a daily Frisian Arena. You know what? Perhaps I will try to play one. Blitzshield Arena, weekly Frisk Arena is played now. Come on, why not? Daily Frisian Arena. I'll play one game and we will come back to the analysis. Because analysis can be made, of course, by Alexander Schwarzman. And can you see what is my ELO here? 1109. 1109. How many games have I lost? And still I have a question mark behind my ELO. So I am a totally bad player here. So Hawaii Blue played 4 games already, first victory and 3 losses. Perhaps Hawaii Blue was just commenting too much on our stream. I'd like to find my opponent, but now probably 6 players are playing, I'm the 7th one. Okay, oh, play for achievements, come on. So my first game in this tournament, I wanted to play just one, and now I'm playing against such a tough opponent. Oh, okay, so this is something that we have seen. This one to play, but I don't know what is then. This must be played. Okay. Which way to take? Here. Okay, and now we have problems. Can I play this move? I'll try to exchange. Okay, so I made a mistake probably already, making this gap. Can I play here? Okay. Are such moves possible? Oh, I take. Okay, so there was combination 1 for 2. Now I see it. Okay, but still, I didn't have extremely lost position after the opening of the game. So looking at my rating, it's not bad. It's not bad. And I don't know what to play. That was a nice one. Okay, I'll give up this game. But I will not resign just after it. Even Staku joined. He is not having higher rating than I have. Let's play another one. So the first ever game you have seen. My game, Edwin Guzman 2085. Come on guys, you don't have weaker players for me. So the first game ever streamed on Frisian Draughts on this channel was lost by me. But that was something you could have expected. I try to take over this 24. I don't know if I can or not. And I lost my idea of playing. This idea somehow could be used. 5 minutes on the game. Why do I play against such strong opponents here? Kasia, siemka, hello. Edwin Guzman, where are you from? Is it playable? I'll make this exchange. I'll try not to use my base pieces. Okay, he thinks somehow at some moments of the game. So it's nice. I don't want to move this one. But here is an option to... I don't see a combination for my opponent, but he has a simple play probably. Can I make this? Oh, I must take here. And that's problematic probably. This one is not an option because of that. Okay, this is working then. Can I play this one? Oh, this is too risky. Where I take? Here, okay. This one I didn't see. Definitely I will not have enough time to play that game. But I wanted to win at least one game. I really wanted it. Here, here, here. Can I play here now? Oh. I couldn't. Okay, so I didn't see the capture with that piece. Let me find another opponent to... Oh, Pete Sigma, so player from this tournament plays here. But honestly, what do I expect? Hawaii Blue has 2071. This guy 2262, 2191. Okay, so there is no chance to play here. Because my only chance is to face... oh, Sinvi is playing and Staku is playing, so some players joined here. Perhaps to face someone of you to have a small chance. Sinvi, okay, let's play this game. GG Sinvi, I think that you watch it. Okay. Changes. There is an exchange probably, not a winning of the piece. Sinvi attacked two of my pieces. I do enjoy, despite the fact that I am really a weak player in this, at this variant of Draughts, I really enjoy it. It's something fresh, it's something new. Good games, Misha Bat. Oh, those games are definitely not good. Good games we are watching from the players playing in Fryslân Open, but I did have to try it by myself. I did have to. Can I somehow perform something? This is risky perhaps, but let me try. I'll take this exchange. Don't know where I go with it, but I'll try. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what to play after that. Two titled players now. Yeah, have I blue. This is how you encourage us to play. This is how you do it. I don't want to move 50, but then I just forgot that I won't have nice free tempo after that one. So I must play something like that. There could be a combination, but I just don't see it. I hope there will not be any, but I have to be aware about this move. So it's like Sinvi perhaps has some advantage now. So there is one option I take, and Sinvi takes here one, there. Another option is to take here and here, so if I cover it here there is a problem. Ooh la la. So it is problematic perhaps. Can I defend with this move? It's a really nice one. I don't like this formation on the right side, but I do have it, and I need to play. We should be following the games of the Grandmasters, but I think, you know, that playing those games on the streams and losing many games could be the way of promotion for this, for the Frisian drafts. I like the fact that always when I join some tournaments, many players join to play. So here, after that one, Sinvi takes. And anything else could be done here? Probably not. We spent a lot of time, spending my time, playing some Frisian drafts. Nie będę wam... I won't sing. I just wanted to... After singing in English, I just wanted to say something in Polish. But it's a nice way of spending time. You know, I feel like I would play my first drafts game in my life. Just not knowing everything, not knowing nothing actually. Okay, so this is something I can't play. There are some moves. So in this case, 2 would be taken, and I have some jumps here. So I would like to wait for some mistake from Sinvi. This one can be played, I think, because nothing works, perhaps. And then we will turn on the analyze, and only mistakes would be made, probably. Here. So I don't like Sinvi to take this under control. I'll take this exchange to perhaps save me a little on the wing, and again I will have all the base pieces in the line, and we are just coming to the fast moves because we spent 3 out of 5 minutes on 19 moves, and it's not enough. It's not a good ratio of play. Ooh, okay, so I'm forced to take here, Sinvi takes, here. Okay, Sinvi. Let's play this one. Oh, Sinvi knows which pieces are good. Mistakes are about to be made, ladies and gentlemen. Sooner or later, but I think sooner. Okay, so there is an exchange option, and I'll use it. Oh, so I made an exchange, sacrificing 3 pieces. But Sylvie probably didn't see it either, because she was not playing fast. So I made a great exchange of sacrificing 3 pieces. I will be without a victory still. So I have to win this on time. Sorry, Sylvie. Oh, honestly, I could have made an attack. Or I couldn't. 3 pieces less is not the end of the world, after all. Sinvi has only 1 minute. It will not be easy to finish it. I hope at least. How good she is. But I will win on time. Oh, or will I not? What a nice exchange to a king. Ay, ay, ay. She will do it. She will do it on time. Well played, Sylvie. Well played. So I tried to make it. Okay, so I still need to wait for my first ever victory in Frisian Draughts. I still need to wait. It's not my time. Coming back to the Grandmaster tournament. So after you have seen some bad moves played by me, like sacrificing 3 pieces for free, but I promise you that I will improve. I will train, I will practice. And that was the position that we finished analyzing the game. And perhaps about Frisian Draughts tournament, this arena, perhaps I will try something after just seeing some games, because I've got some practice and now it's time to get some theory, and then perhaps I can try back to participate there. Let's turn on the computer analyze so we can see that position is almost equal with slight advantage of white pieces. This is not meaning anything, I guess. So Hans Łukasz still in the game. What is going on in this game? Fede Kramer playing with white pieces against Hein de Vries. And there we can see, on the other hand, a slight advantage of dark pieces. 46 took to 26. Okay, so such exchanges are possible, and I think that this fork formation that is known from the international drafts is quite a good one here, because this my opponent from the Frisian Draughts tournament has played it, and it was useful, definitely. He easily has beaten me, so this is perhaps something to follow. This is some lesson to try to make this formation. And perhaps this exchange will be played, okay, but still we are waiting for some improvements. And what is going there here? Okay, this similar exchange, isn't that the same position? Look how similar it is. Quite similar one. But okay, we are waiting for this capture and this capture to be made, so white pieces are not afraid of developing this 46 piece. So Feke Timensma against Taike Koistra in this game, and this move to be played, computer one, and you can take this way and this side. Quite interesting. Marty, I checked our game with the computer. Both of our first moves were inaccurate. Yeah, but it's, you know, It's like everyone inaccuracies. Everyone knows that this is an inaccuracy, but everyone plays that because, like, you know, perhaps before the computer analyze, it was not known that it is not equal, yeah? After scan, counts, calculates all the possibilities, perhaps in some variations you have some limitations, and that's the reason of the 0.3 advantage. But normally everyone plays that 31-26, and but you played something else? I didn't remember. You played maybe 17-21? I was playing white pieces. But yeah. 31-26 is definitely an inaccuracy for scan, and 17-21 perhaps as well. So waiting for some updates, and Jelewiersma against Martin Wallinga. Ooh, gentlemen are not playing too fast, but before, Frisian Draughts with Hawaii Blue told us on the chat that this opening is extremely difficult and extremely needs to use a lot of time on it. So after this exchange played, we have only 12 moves. 12 moves in this game so far. So, let me remind you that players have 90 minutes plus 40 seconds to play this one. So, this will be quite a long game. If it started at 7:30, it can be probably finished around 10 PM Central European time, so the time that is here in Warsaw and as well in Franeker in Netherlands, where this tournament is being held. So, short night ahead of those players. And I'm wondering, what about the ones that did not qualify for this tournament? Are they already having a free time or something? I don't know. Many tournaments in a short period of time, because Fryslân Open, Grandmaster Tournament, someone played the barrages, and also on Sunday we have World Championship in Frisk. And in August we have World Championship in Frisian Draughts, so this will be something. There is a chance that streams will be here as well, and till that time, if it will happen, definitely I would like to involve myself into Frisian Draughts. Okay, so we are waiting here. This is the game that I played. Okay, let's take a look at our game, just analyze it with the computer. So this is my game analyzed. Oh, here I could take... No, this is not -2, this is just the lost game actually. Inaccuracy and inaccuracy, what Marta just told. 0.7 for me, and I played a computer move, take a look here. But I didn't take in the right way. So it was already advantage of Marta. Okay, so this is not good for me, this is not good for me as well. And once again I didn't take in the right direction. Another mistake from me. So, you know, those are the mistakes that I totally don't understand. So it was all the time winning for Marta, I guess. Especially until the moment of my exchange, yeah, 40-24. So Marta just played it well, really well. Oh, it was -20 already. And done. But having this occasion, what were my previous games? Okay, so I played against, for example, this Edwin Guzman. Analyze his board. Give me the engine, of course. This is just winning, so I was playing white pieces. Okay, I did have an advantage of 0.8 against Edwin Guzman 2085. Okay, so I just have to remember about this direction of capturing here in the opening. That was a good one. Okay. Now he was having some advantage. Okay. It wasn't bad. I held for 15 minutes. Moves, sorry, not minutes. And even that was good. Wow, even this move was good, okay. He takes. Now I made some mistake. Yeah, and that was losing because I forgot about this one, taking. But you can see that 20 moves I've held somehow with such a good player, 2085. It was obvious that I will lose this game, but I should be satisfied. Ooh, there is so hot microphone there. And my another game against Play for Achievements. So definitely it was not my achievement that game, but analysis board. So I was playing Dark Pieces. I used his mistake and once again I did have an advantage. Now even stronger advantage. And I started to lose it. What? That was a mistake? Yeah. No. There is a combination to perform? Wow, I didn't see two variant combination. Oh no. Wow! Take a look, this is the combination that I could make against this guy, 2191. He played here and I could sacrifice a piece. He takes and I played this move. He takes 2, I take 2, and he has 2 options, and after each one I take 2 to the king. This is the combination I could have made. But I didn't, of course. But nice one. Really nice one. And another game that I was in... I kept playing... Okay, that was a mistake. But I don't know why. Oh, because of this 142, of course. But until that moment it was 0.6. Come on 17th move I've made a mistake. Nice. So I know somehow how to be careful in the opening. So this is a progress. This is a progress. A big progress actually. Come back to analyzing the games. So this is the round number 8 and we were in the round number 7, but I lost it somehow. More. 7th round. Here it is. Okay, Dickie van der Meyer de Vries. So what has happened here? Okay, that was equal to that moment. That was losing one. What do we have here? So 2, 4, 6, 8 against 2, 4, 6, 8. So the job for white pieces was to sacrifice 3 and take 3 with this majority. 3 for 3, and this is equal. Those pieces can't move, those can't as well. And this is equal because after this attack you sacrifice a piece, and this is something to be calculated. Well, good luck on that. Normally, okay, because after you capture there is another capture here. But if he wouldn't play that, this is not possible, of course. And what after that one? White pieces wins? There. This is not possible, this is not possible, and after this one... Oh, there is this 1 for 2, and this 3 against 3 is winning for white. 6, 11, here. Here, goes. Okay, this is like some theoretical position probably, because it's not looking like... Okay, because you have this thread 1 for 2. And for that one you have even 1 for 3. So sometimes being first on the king is so important. And after that one there was exchange 1 for 1 and few moves. Oh, that was a mistake. Blunder. And sooner we've had another blunder. A lot of mistakes in endgames. And this 3 against 1 must be winning, okay. Meno Kaminga versus Fede Wiersma. Meanwhile, that black pieces has won the game. There was already 2.2, 0.5 advantage here. Oh, that was a mistake of combination that has not been made. Okay, let's try to find it. I hope you are trying to find those combinations with me. Thank you for the new follow on Twitch, Mishabat, by the way. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, how to perform a combination here? Let's just turn it on. I know this is the first move. So white pieces take. And what then? This one you would take here, here. Too difficult, but it has to be this move. This is not making any sense, probably. Oh, it has some sense. Oh, that is the direction of jumping. That is the direction of jumping. There is probably another one. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Such combination could be made on this position after this move. Wow. Once again, sacrificing... no, not that way. Here. You give one. You make an exchange, you give another one, you give other two, you take 3 to the king, he takes, you sacrifice another one, and you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. Wow. Fedewirsma could make such combination. Wow. Probably the most beautiful one I have seen so far. This game's difficulty is just amazing. Okay. This is losing. From losing to winning. There is a combo. Okay, and it's not a... Okay, it's not difficult one. This and this one. Oh, because there is majority, because I was thinking about this one and capturing here, or this one and capturing here, but I didn't see the right capture. Probably I would make this combination in my game and I would be lucky that it would work. So that way white pieces could win the game. Meno Kaminga against Fedewirsma. Quite nice one, quite nice one. But the exchange was played. Oh, and there is a combination. Lost move. 1, 2, 3, 4 to take 1, 2, 3 to a king. I really like the geometry of those combinations, because you know this piece traveling here and this piece is traveling here. So look how big area of the board is involved in such combinations. Quite nice. Okay. Hide de Vries, Patrick Casaril, and it was won by Hide de Vries. How? That was equal. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. So, beautiful combination, and I think that was just prepared. So Hide de Vries just knew this one. Hide de Vries just knew this combination, that it is working that way, because it is extremely difficult to find. You sacrifice 2 pieces to the king, another 2 to take 2 and empty the king square. Then you sacrifice other 2 to take 3 to the king, but you force your opponent to take, because you must jump king if you have the priority, and not with the king. and that was the time to make this majority 2 for 7. Wow, wow. I would honestly record all those games because those are just amazing. Alexei Domchev, meanwhile, did win the game against Renaud Bray. On which moment? So it was won just after the opening. Okay, that was solved quickly. As here move was played, this opening, and after that one there is this move, 1 for 1, and there was a threat already. But what threat? For example, after this 1 for 1, 2, 3. So there is a gap on 32, and if you try to somehow block it, you leave many pieces. And after this one, there is a combination here. Here, you take no matter where, and 2 pieces you lose. Okay, so that was a quick game. Cierk Wajbemga won against Porter Richardson. On which moment? Okay, still not decided probably. Okay, what are the pieces? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, so it was equal at this moment. So probably some combinations were still to be made. That was an exchange. Probably once again we'll have a position 4 against 4 or something. Okay, that was winning 1 for black. For white already, okay, but white won this game. So this time controlling 29 was a good option. Here, oh, this combination was played. Okay, so quite a simple one, and I think players would see it just during the entire game, but finally they just can't follow it in the end game. Just can't follow it in the end game. T-Slachter, Pit Sigma. So Pit Sigma is playing this tournament on lead drafts, for example. Okay, and there was a combination made. Some nice, probably. Okay, it was lost already. Oh, it hurts. Even icy combination here. 2, another 2. To take 1, 2, 3 to the king. 4 for 3. And he didn't see it, and he played a lost move then. And he just lost it positionally. Wow, this is completely winning. This one piece holds those 2 pieces, and there is no defense from this plan. Yeah. Really nice. And what a nice way to catch a king. Take a look. You played this move. At first glance, both your pieces are in the center part of the board, but you can take here and just take the king. Really nice. Meanwhile, the combination that could have been played by Pit Sigma. It was an easy one. So here to play here. 2. Oh, not here? Oh, because there is this capture, okay. So again, I didn't see something, so you need to sacrifice that one. Oh, that is cheaper one, of course. And you make the king with this attack. Oh, there is this! And you take, and your opponent can't make the king, because it is captured quickly here, and you take there. Meanwhile, if your opponent plays something like that, you can just exchange this piece by playing here. Nice one. Henk Hanstra Fokke Timensma. How it was. Oh, it was played a draw. Well, analyzed, let's go to another game. Martin Wallinga has beaten Teike Koistra. So Martin, our grandmaster, he already did have an advantage after some inaccurate moves, and Martin takes his chance to perform a combination. So perhaps that was preferred, because this structure is just looking like the one to be used to make some combinations. So there was a sacrifice of one piece, sacrifice of another 3, and taking to the 3 here. Wow. 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 Martin, it's really impressive. I don't know if that was prepared or just calculated, but after this move to perform such combination, here you sacrifice another 3 to take 3, but this is just the beginning, and even at this moment this looks quite difficult, and you capture so many pieces. And in this moment you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So only one piece advantage after such combination. So it's a lot of calculating. So I think that was prepared somehow, and if not, chapeau bas. Really nice way. Now I'm starting to be curious about, you know, why those variant of drafts is not so popular among entire world. Perhaps it is too difficult. It is too difficult, perhaps, for people to play, to learn all those schemes, all those variants. Interesting exchange in the game between Auke Zylstra, Fredek Kramer. Just take a look if there was a combination possibility somewhere. Was not, but here just okay. This move maybe somehow to use 29. It was indicated as better position for black pieces, and now again, and now not. And that way gentlemen just played it till the end. Let's take a look what is going on in our Grandmasters and Masters tournament, and after that we'll analyze the last round of Fryslân Open 2024. We'll take a look at the barrage played here between Fredek Kramer and take Koistra. How it was. So, Jelle Wiersma against Martin Wallinga. What is the indication of the position? Slight advantage of Jelle Wiersma. So in this position we know already it is absolutely difficult to calculate. This position requires a lot of calculations. That was mentioned by Hawaii Blue, and advantage of Jelle Wiersma, I don't know why. I don't know why there is an advantage of Jelle Wiersma, despite the fact there are central position, and normally I would say that in international drafts this position just looks normal for both sides. Okay, some weaknesses of course, but looks normal. Meanwhile, this position probably is better for white after such exchange. So the only reason I think white is being advantage here, has an advantage here, is the open short wing, the one easy to attack. So that's only thing I could say about this position. Then we go to the game between Feke Timmensma and Teke Koistra, and it is position after 25 moves, so some more moves were played. Meanwhile, were there any possibilities of combinations, or gentlemen are just playing that calm? Okay. After that position and this exchange from 46 to 26, actually nothing combinational still happened, and I'm not the player who can involve you in analyzing some moves and possibilities and tell you why this move is possible, why this one is not. This is just impossible for me. Here, advantage of Hein de Vries. But we know already this advantage of 0.6 means nothing actually. So is the game of Henk Hanstra and Łukasz Kosobucki, is that game having the most moves made? Yeah, 26, the most. So last time we were something about here, and there was bigger advantage of white pieces. And it looks like actually Łukasz has played it well, because now it's closer to equal one. So 4 games are being played in this Grandmasters and Masters tournament, and so far no resultative games yet, no resultative positions yet. So they are playing just equally for a draw, but I think there won't be for draws. It's not possible in this game. If there were international drafts in place of Frisian drafts, perhaps 4 draws could be played on the top level, but not here. Here it is just not possible. So I can close round number 7, and we are in the last round. So it is the round number 8. The first game, Fede Kramer playing against Feke Tiemensma. How it was. Oh, already there was a mistake in the opening. Here and here. This is losing one. 2. 3. To take 2, to take 1, to take 2. Okay, let me just take another look on this. So you sacrifice 2, third one, you take 2, and 1 for 2. So this is equal, but those pieces are bad ones probably. You attack, okay, and you get the piece of advantage. Okay, so that was decided in the very beginning. Another game of Martin Wallinga that he won, the last one, against Henk Hanstra, and this Henk Hanstra is playing Łukasz Kosobucki in Masters tournament, so that was really nice of Martin. I'm just trying somehow to understand what those players are playing. Which structures they follow. Okay, there was an advantage of black pieces, and even bigger one, 0.8, 0.5 here. Okay, so it was losing perhaps for Martin, but somehow he saved it. That was a mistake. What was the reason to sacrifice this piece and not to play something like that? Okay, but the indication is similar. But what was the reason? This attack would be played? There is some combo or something? Like this. This, 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 and this. I don't know. Okay, so there is an exchange, and this is losing one. Because of this exchange? Still 6 against 6. And here it was equal, yeah? Here. You must sacrifice? Why? Because of this exchange and making a breakthrough somehow? Too difficult to me. So without combination, the strategical victory at that time for Martin. Jele Wiersma Auke Zylstra, and Jele took it. There was a mistake. Okay, advantage of white pieces. There could be a combination mate? No, just exchange. To exchange it that way. And back. It's the only type of drafts to exchange it back to have better position. Six against 6, winning 1. And drawing 1. And winning 1. So now, okay, and this combination is played. So it's like players are losing control in the end games and just falling for such simple combinations. At first glance, simple, of course. And Łukasz Kosobucki played a draw against checkersTV, who is playing in the Grandmaster tournaments, and that was forcing his opponent, Łukasz's opponent, to play in the barrages, actually. Interesting one. So were there chances? What? So Łukasz played this move and his opponent played this exchange. 4-4-4. But it was with advantage for black pieces. So Łukasz did have losing position probably. And this exchange was a draw one. Okay, so it was about to leave this piece here, perhaps some plan like this. Ciężka ta odmiana, to wykracza poza kompetencje fanów Kasi. Oj, zdecydowanie tak. It's extremely difficult one. Not for everyone to follow. And was winning for Łukasz now, this move. So Łukasz is going to the king and playing the best moves. And that was something to calculate for Łukasz. Because that moves loses this possibility. And the only option is to go, for example, here. Now you can't move there, here. Okay, this is an option because after this okay, there's no exchange, that's right. And you are the first one, the king. Here. And what after? Okay, this is not possible, of course. Okay, so this one is really strong one. Here. What after this? Oh, there is a majority, and you must know that this is a winning one. Okay, so I understand why Łukasz didn't see it. Okay, so Łukasz was just waiting for his opponent to make 3 moves, because then you must make a move with a piece. And that was a draw. Well played, well played. Hein de Vries has defeated checkersTV. Oh. 3-4-2, just losing a piece. It was necessary? No, normal equal position. So what did Hein de Vries' opponent think in this moment? Making 3-4-2. Giving 3, taking 2. I don't know. Okay, so that is the game against T. Slachter where Cierk Weibenga was the one who was slowly crushing his opponent. The advantage was growing, and probably, okay. Win is now unavoidable. The best move was 45-30. And now what to play? 24-20. Just going to the king simply, right? Nothing you can do. So about this wing attack, just 2 pieces are not able to stop the other pieces. Meanwhile, those 4 can't force those 4. Fede Wiersma against Alexei Domchev. That was a game played in draw. Did anything interesting happen in this game? Yeah. There's a combination, or there's this move. Not like combination. And once again it was victory of Domchev. He didn't take. Totally winning. Using this exchange. Hey, this is quite simple. I think Domchev should find it, that he is going to the king much earlier than his opponent. And it is a draw? So come on, why is this happening? So computer shows this is a victory, obvious victory, but after each move will show this is a draw. It means the depth was not enough for the computer? How does it work? So now I can't understand it. Now I just don't get it. So perhaps many games that I have analyzed already with the scan were just not the true one. Because somehow scan cheated on me. He did every Dicky van der Meyer. That was a mistake of this exchange. 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay. That was a combination played in the opening. So that was about putting opponent's piece between your pieces to create a structure that way to make this combination. So it can be played two different ways. Here, 2, taking 3, but it's a difficult one having this one here. Oh, because there is another capture here. Okay. So probably the result is the same. That was probably as well prepared combination by black pieces because the result was just similar. So Dicky van der Meyer has won this game. Porter Richardson, Leo van Dorp, pardon. That was won by white pieces. Here was the combination. Okay, advantage. And the final combination was here. He gave one piece to take 2. What? That way? To let opponent take 5? And why not here? Okay. After that one you take 1, 2, 3, 4. And after that one you take another one and still take 4, okay. But it was of course simple blunder to play here, to take in the other direction. And to take opponent take even more, to let opponent take even more pieces. Petra Dushkova finally won her game, pardon. But that was advantage of white pieces. So she lost the piece now? Maybe she made some kind of challenge here. Okay, that was the equalizer. And how did she win? In the end game probably on that move. Normally after that attack you would force it and it's a draw. But why this is losing? Exchange. It's like Petra did calculate it well to lead it to this position. And no option to move because after this one there is 1 for 3. Quite a simple but invisible combination. Okay. Meno Kaminga, the guy who could make a beautiful combination in the previous round then. Renaud Bray, Meno Kaminga, how it was. Here equal, here advantage of white, here advantage of black, and where was the blender? Here. Okay, that was the mistake. Move that looks normal, and you attack the piece. And why it is losing? Combo? Oh, okay, really nice. So the move that looked normal because you attack the piece is giving your opponent a free tempo, free move to prepare a combination. Quite simple one, just here, he takes, sacrifice another one, and to take vertically, horizontally and diagonally in one capture, in one jump. And it was done. And the last game of the 8th round was Patrick Casaril, Pete Sigma, and that game, Pete Sigma was playing the tournament that we are playing before. And that way, how that happened, that Pete lost it. This is equal. Yep. In pieces, yes. But at first glance it looks better for white. But there were drawing possibilities. But now it's winning for white. And the breakthrough, or what? Exchange and going to the king. So breakthrough on the wing and finally a victory after sacrificing so many pieces. So that was the way how the tournament has ended, and there were still barrages to be played. So before we go to the barrages, let's take a look at our Grandmasters and Masters tournament. So Henk Hanstra against Łukasz Kosobucki. Unfortunately, we don't know what is the time control, what is the time of players, because the time control is known. As we know, the players have 90 minutes plus 30 seconds, and this game has started 2 hours and 5 minutes ago on 7:30 PM Central European Time. And at this moment of the game, still Łukasz has some troubles on his short wing, having only 3 pieces, and those 3 pieces can be attacked by this one that are better developed now. Meanwhile, those pieces of Łukasz are just blocked and can't move and improve their position. And I think we were here about half an hour ago, and only one move has been made here, so it requires a lot of calculations here. Frisian Draughts with Hawaii Blue. I'm back. Nice to see you again. And probably you noticed that we tried to play this tournament, Daily Frisian Arena, but I didn't know that they're only so titled like you players and not like us. Because the fact that I have the MF title in International Drafts doesn't change anything, doesn't change the fact that I am completely a weak player in Frisian Drafts. But I tried to play this game against Marta Bańkowska, GMIF, and I played 2 games against those ratings. And I don't know if you saw it, probably not because you were playing, but I will show you what combination I could make in this game that I played against Guy. I will show you. It was against this Play Pro, I guess. Oh, that was this moment, come on. It's not beginner friendly, it's not. So take a look. So this guy who played against me, play for achievements, took that way. He took that way, what was a mistake, and I did have a combination here to play there. I want to try find myself. Try, please try. I just switch the best move arrow. Really nice one. So I did have the possibility of winning this. But of course I didn't find it. But I know now that moving 6 is common tactical idea. It's a common one and it can be used in many different ways. And despite the fact we are playing 5 plus 0, he took a berserk, so his time was halved, and still he did not receive any rating points for me. And as you can see, my ELO in Frisian Draughts is 1109, so probably the lowest one of the lowest at least. That's a nice one, yeah. Just to show you again. Here it was. What then? There. Here. Here. It was that way or not? Yeah. And no matter where it goes there. There was no better option? No, that was the best one, okay. So this one, it was findable actually, but not in the first ever game played as quite little experienced guy who knows something finally about this game. I often berserk too. Okay, so that's impressive, but you play only 5+0, those rated arenas in Frisian, and this is daily, you play it every day? Okay, coming to Burgess again, pause the game, they talking, play for achieve. What is this flag actually? Antarctica? This guy is from Antarctica. Okay, probably not. This is the barrage game, but before that we were about to check the games, perhaps. Grandmaster tournament. Okay, quick check what is going on here. So Łukasz, okay, after this move that was played and this exchange is made, and perhaps, okay, still better position for Hank, but maybe playable for Łukasz. Yes, every day, okay. I'll put that one in my study. Feel free to do it. But I try to play longer time controls too. If you want to perform better on such tournaments as Fryslân Open, for example, of course it is necessary to play better, to play longer distance as well, yeah? There are not many opponents. Yeah, that's the problem online. Online everyone wants the game on 1 minute and nothing more. 1-2 minutes maybe. But I think there is a possibility of bringing more and more players to leadraps.org, of course. I think that problem of the site is the name. If it was like Lead Checkers, for example, everyone would play it, and I think the number of players would be many times bigger than now. Because who knows the English word of drafts? Everyone is using checkers around the world, and that's the reason why I try to use this word, and some people can feel offended by me, but I'm 100% sure that we have to do it that way. We must call our game checkers despite of the history, etc., because, you know, it's the only way to promote this sport. If all the world knows word checker, why we use the drafts? That's my vision. That's my vision, and that's why my channel is checkersTV and not DraughtsTV, but of course I bought the domain DraughtsTV as well. So this is how it looks in the game between Fede, Kramer, Hein de Vries. So here between 25th and 28th, perhaps 30th move, we have absolutely slowed down, and all the games are played extremely slow. Everyone is starting to calculate right now, and there is still, okay, so that is the variation that has been played by Jelle Wiersma, and that is the biggest advantage that is on the board right now, maybe similar one to Henk Hanstra against Łukasz Kosobucki, where is about one piece of advantage. If I added American checkers, the player base would grow. I think same. Yeah. In Italy it's Dame, Germany Dame, in Netherlands Dame, and very confusing. So let it be Lidam, Lidama, or something like that. It would be understandable for more and more people, and not Draughts, yeah? This is only English word, and meanwhile in England and the UK generally most of the people uses still checkers, and they play checkers and not drafts. In some pubs or something, okay, they can call it drafts, but why to call it international drafts while all the world knows it as checkers, yeah. Come on, let's go to this study of the barrage played between Fede Kramer and Taike Koistra. So that was the game that decided that Mr. Koistra joined the Grandmasters tournament finally, and not the Fede Kramer. So this is the opening, okay, but let me turn on the computer analyze. Martin has problems with developing the left wing. 1924 can be only played with some compromises. Okay, we'll take a look about that just after seeing that game. But of course we did see the weak wing. That was already advantage, slight advantage of dark pieces. Here. Takes. Okay. Another nice exchange to do it that way, 2 for 2. Really nice one. That was suggested to play, yeah. There was a bigger advantage to take this. So I can't understand when such exchanges are good or not. And this is good because of some threat. Maybe something like this and this. And this capture somehow, while this is not possible, some other moves are not possible. Coming back to the game. Oh, and the combination has decided it. Okay. So let's try to find it by myself. So I know this is the move to play, the first one, okay. He takes, and what then? This is not possible because there is an exchange. So after this one, probably this one will be played. He takes 2. Because what else? Or after this one, something like that can be played as well. Here. Oh no, there are 2 choices then. It has to be this move. Here he takes, here. Takes. What then? To give a king somehow? Central pieces make trouble. Definitely they do. I don't see it. Oh, I wanted to play this one, okay. Once again I just wanted to sacrifice too many pieces. Okay, let's try to find it again. So what are the options? Now this move is possible, yeah? So after this one, 1, 2, and you can take 1, 2, 3, but it's not good. It's not giving you any good chances. No, this is not working. Ah, this is working. So that was the... Oops. Where was it? 46, 41. Oh, that was cheaper, of course. I always try to sacrifice too many pieces. And this is cheaper, of course. You can take 4, that's right. So, considering other combinations that I have seen, made and not made, I think this is not so tough one. That was not so difficult one, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So this took take Koistra to the final, to the Grandmaster tournament. Yeah, and the other two. That was the barrage plate. And do we have any updates here in the Grandmaster and Master tournament? So how is this barrage winner playing right now? He is not having the better position. Actually, he has the worst position against warcabyTV. So this will be taken. Probably better one than this one, according to the scan analyze. How? What do you think? What do you think, Frisian Draughts? How many games will be resultative on this round? Out of those 4 games, how many draws will we have and how many victories on one side? Because at this moment it is possible that each game can end in a draw, but it is less likely than finding a result finally. Because in the end games, every time people make mistakes. Almost every time. While it is so difficult to calculate it. So I completely understand now why you told me on the first day that you just don't know how to play end games, because who knows how to play it? Yellow should win. Okay, so that's interesting one. So you think that Yellow will win against Martin Wallinga in this position? Okay, so this exchange will be played. Still, only 19 moves. Like you told, after difficult start, after difficult opening of the game, players have used a lot of time, and they are in about less than half of the game. Probably this game could last between 40 and 50 moves, and once they have lost already most of their time, and it has to be that way, because they are playing already for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and without increment they have 3 hours, so it means that they have still both, because we don't know the time of each side, both they have at least 40 minutes of the base time, and they made already 19 moves each, so everyone got 20 times 30 seconds, 10 minutes. So on their clock right now is about 1 hour. 1 hour. For Łukasz it doesn't look good. Okay, I'm not happy about that, because I keep my fingers crossed for Łukasz, as he is from Poland as me. He has to defend precisely, but some intuitive moves by Handstrat drop to draw again. Okay, you say so? So some... okay. Because this is the position right now, after 28 moves. Does anyone here know how can I download all games from Fryslân opened at 2015 at once from Tournoi base? I don't know. I don't know that. Have I blue? Is it possible? Did you find out finally what is the answer for this question? So I'll just display this comment of yours for Łukasz. It doesn't look good. So I keep my fingers crossed that finally for Łukasz it will be good. Can you tell us if it works that way, that right between 25th and 30th move players use the most part of their time? Are those moves the most important in calculation, tactical way? Or just it's the part of strategy, or you want to calculate as far as it possible? How does it work? Because all the games are like that. Or maybe they have some connection problems, internet connection problems. So here in the game between Jelle Wiersma and Martin Wallinga we have 0.8 of advantage, 1.1 in the games of Feke Tiemensma and Take Koistra and Fede Kramerheim de Vries is 0.5, and 0.9 here in the game of Łukasz and Henk Hanstra. And what is interesting to notice, you can see that in each game white pieces have an advantage. If the position clears up, like 10 versus 10, you have to make a game plan for endgame. Okay. So from the moment of late middle game, or actually maybe, because this is about 20th, 25th move. So it's not maybe the late middle game, it's just the middle game. So at this moment you need to make a plan for an end game. So we need to calculate about how many moves? 10, 15? Something like that to make a good plan. Those calculations are necessary. I wish I could make this stream till the end of those games, because those games will be ending probably in about 1 hour. But unfortunately for me it will be impossible, because from tomorrow morning, like I've mentioned, I'm organizing the big tournament, Grand Prix of Poland in Warsaw, and there will be about 130 players playing, and it requires me to wake up very early to make some final preparations for this tournament. So unluckily for me, I will just end this stream in a few minutes. Something like 7-8 moves of calculations. So it's like predicting futures, like finding the future on the board, and it's really nice. It is the thing that actually I love the most, because of course I do enjoy watching tactics, I do enjoy watching combinations. This is great. This is great, absolutely. But what I really like about me as a player while I'm playing, I love the strategy. I love planning which piece, where on which piece will be necessary in some moments of the game, in 10, 15, perhaps even 30 moves. This is something I love. Are there some more weekend tournaments in Poland? Many of them, absolutely. Feel free, feel invited, feel free to come. I'm not finishing yet, but thanks for the stream. Sure, a few minutes more. We have a lot of weekend tournaments in Poland. For example, this Grand Prix series is about there are 13 tournaments. 13 tournaments played in entire Poland, and most of them is in the western part of Poland. I don't know where you live in Germany, but perhaps it would be close for you. But if you play Frisian Draughts, I think that you live closer to the Dutch border than Polish one. That would be my prediction, but clear me up. Absolutely a lot of tournaments. Honestly, we've had last year about 250 officially registered tournaments, so I think we are quite active in Poland. We have a lot of players, a lot of youth players, and such tournaments like those weekend tournaments where over 100 players play. It's a really nice thing to follow. Really nice thing to follow. What I'm really jealous about Dutch players, I'm jealous about their leagues actually, the team championship, how many players in those team championships play from how many countries. This is really nice. And I love this climate of, for example, Frisian Draughts, when I see the atmosphere, because Łukasz did send me some videos about opening ceremony, about the games, and is saying me how it works, how it looks there. I'm really admiring that climate, that atmosphere in the tournaments. And I really like playing in Netherlands as well. They are very active, absolutely they are, yeah. And also the sport level, of course, they have grandmasters, how Rick Currentius, for example, is working, how Esther Van Muyen is working on developing their players, and they are improving so well. And once we've had this meeting during European Youth Championship last year in Tallinn, Estonia, We were talking about preparation of players, the way of training, the plan of training, sharing experiences, etc. And Dutch team shared a lot of experience with other teams, and they are doing it so professionally, in so professional way. Just having, you know, drafts recognized as a sport and having the possibility of practicing it in the Olympic centers. This is something that we don't have in Poland, because in Poland we have low problems about that. This is something that I need and miss, because from 2016 we are not recognized sport from the Ministry of Sport, and that's the problem for us, because it comes with no support, no money, governmental money support for our discipline. That's the problem. That's the problem. Okay, perhaps one of the last looks at the positions. So here, advantage of Feke, Team Mensma, Fede Kramer, still something same. So they are just like not playing at this moment too many moves. That was the one that we were waiting for a long time from Martin Wallinga. 0.5 for Fede. So the biggest advantage now is for Henk Hanstra against Łukasz Kosobucki. So do you think that it will be taken by Henk Hanstra? But after all, for Łukasz, even getting this last place, of course he's ambitious, I believe, reach higher than the last place in this Masters tournament, but being there, out of 24 players, to finish in top 7 actually, not even top 8, getting to this Masters tournament for Łukasz Kosobucki, the first ever live tournament in Frisian Draughts, I think he played well, and I think that he is satisfied with his performance actually. And thanks to this result, he will be playing till Sunday, yeah? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the high time to finish the stream. Like I said, I am very sad because I can't make it till the very end of this tournament. Previously I agreed to make it for 2 hours, and I will just hold on it, because otherwise I will be totally devastated tomorrow. And tomorrow there is another stream. Tomorrow there is another stream in the evening. We'll be analyzing those games from the Masters and Grandmasters tournaments. So tomorrow evening we are going to know what the results were here, and just keep in mind that on this website, FrisianDraughts.com, the FrisianDraughts.com website, that link to it you can find in the description down there. You can find all the interesting and necessary informations about Frisian Draughts, tournaments, history, players, etc. You will find in the description as well link to YouTube channel of Frisian Draughts Federation, and on leadrafts.org also you will have the notification about WFD team streams, which is Fryslân Open 2024. Right now probably without any comment. Okay, something broke down with their camera, they are perhaps trying to put it on, perhaps battery was low. I don't know. But you can follow here the live comments during the day. So just follow it if you want to know more about this beautiful tactical game of Frisian Draughts. Meanwhile, I would like to wish you a good evening, a good night actually. Keep finger crossed for me and youth players playing tomorrow in Polish Grand Prix tournament in Warsaw. And we'll see each other tomorrow evening at 8 PM Central European Time. My name is Damian Reszka. I was your host tonight. I hope you spent this time well. Have a good night and see you tomorrow evening. Bye bye.